next guest takes on Vadim Nemkov coming up here at Bellator 184 on February 16th. It is Liam McGeary joining me here on the program. Liam, how are you?
I'm very well. A little cold, but I'm all right.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the temperature right now in New York?
I have no. It was -1 when I woke up this morning.
Oh,
it's
wow.
not going to be much. That's in Celsius.
Yeah.
I changed my phone over to Celsius to understand it.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a bit confusing there. It's been a while since we've seen you in the cage. And, of course, I know you were supposed to fight at Bellator 185, but there was an injury there. For those who don't know, what happened and why were you sort of pulled from that card?
I broke my thumb.
Okay.
I was 2 weeks out from a fight. We was just sparring. Someone shot in for a takedown, and I threw an uppercut. But we was wearing those stupid little safety gloves with no protections on the thumb. So as my hand hit his face, it made it shoot forward, and my thumb took the full brunt of the shot. And I felt it crumble. I flipped a Sumigashi. I threw 3 punches, and then it didn't feel right. So I asked to take my glove off, and my thumb just went dropped.
Man. That's rough.
So it wasn't good.
How long was the recovery time on that?
It was 7 weeks. I had to have pins in my hand for like 7 weeks, and then once they took them out, I just started training again.
Okay, gotcha. Is it frustrating at all, watching the division sort of move ahead? And I know you were coming off a loss. Like it must have been pretty difficult to kind of sit on the sidelines.
Yeah, this one actually pissed me off because I was feeling good, I was looking good, I was in real good shape, and I was looking forward to going in the cage and fighting. But then that happened. I was just. Like I say, it really did upset me. I didn't want to miss this one. It's been a long time since I've had a fight.
Yeah, I was going to say, and the last time we did see you, of course, was at Bellator 179 against Linton Vassell, and I know you didn't come away with that the win in that one, but what did you sort of learn the most from that fight? I had to work on my wrestling. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I had to work on getting up off the ground. I had to work on a few things which I didn't work on, which I took for granted, and I carried on taking for granted.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And here you are fighting back in the U.S. I know your last couple fights have been in the U.K. Do you have a preference of where you like fighting, or does it not matter?
Don't matter to me, man. Fight's a fight, we're still stood in the cage, still one person trying to hurt me, and I'm just going to hurt them, so it makes no odds where.
And I mentioned your opponent off the top, Vadim Nemkov. Was he someone you were familiar with? I know he's fought for Bellator, but did you have to kind of look him up when they gave you him as an opponent?
Yeah, I mean, I heard that somebody had knocked out Philippe Lins, and so I kind of watched that fight, and then it was Vadim Nemkov. And then I had to watch a few of his other fights. So, yeah, I kind of had to study a little bit about this guy.
And now that you've had a chance, how do you feel like you match up against him in this fight?
Very well, I mean, he likes to throw hands, and I love to throw hands as well. So I'm not really fond of the wrestlers so much. But now I've had months and months of working the game that I needed to work on. So, and that was the unfortunate part about like breaking my thumb. So I was ready to go.
And how's training camp going? And who are some of your main training partners that are helping you get ready for this fight? I use the same training partners as I normally do. The regular team. This guy's a 6-foot dude. He likes throwing his hands. So I work with some good boxers. I work with some good kickboxers. I work with good jiu-jitsu players, wrestlers. So now it's the game has widened a little bit. Yeah, it certainly has. How's the weight cut going? We're a couple weeks out from this fight.
Weight cut's sound, man. Like before. I tried putting on more weight because I thought, I needed bigger. So I was going into fight camps like 225 pounds and then cutting down. And I really, it suits me to be 210, 215 pounds, I move well. I'm strong at that weight, and I don't have to worry about a weight cut, I don't have to worry about stripping weight down and missing meals and stuff like that. So, yeah, my weight's fine.
Excellent. How do you see this fight playing out on February 16th?
A knockout by me.
Enice. You didn't even hesitate. You're just like, knockout. You probably visualize that a lot.
Yes.
Good stuff. That's excellent. Were you ever contacted about being in the heavyweight tournament? We've seen a couple light heavyweight fighters get their spots, like Chael Sonnen and a few of the other guys, Ryan Bader. Didn't even know about it. Didn't hear about it. Didn't nothing. No.
Really? Okay. Is that something that would have interested you at all? Do you like those type of tournaments?
I don't mind them. I came from the tournament format, you know. But I mean, I wasn't in shape. Like, I had fucking pins in my hand. I had my hand cast up, so I wasn't paying attention to anybody. You know, I just was concentrating on getting myself healthy and getting my hand better.
Is there sort of a preference who you want next? If you get the win here, if you get the knockout, like you're kind of seeing playing out here on the 16th?
Well, I mean, I was calling out Linton Vassell. You know, I wanted that rematch again. You know, I wasn't in the best of places when we fought, so I wanted to have another fight, and it would have gone a lot differently the next time. But there's, I don't know, the way they lay out the cards, the fights that they have planned. This is the only one that they wanted to give me, so I was like, all right, I'll take it. Man, I haven't fought since May. We don't get paid that much money, you know what I mean? So we've got bills to pay, mouths to feed, so...
Yeah, for sure. How have you been able to sort of supplement your income this last year and a bit? Is it just with sponsors, or have you had to pick up some work? How's that work? Yeah,
I mean, I've had sponsors. Gamma Labs have been a massive sponsor of mine from day one, pretty much. So they've helped me out massively. I mean, not though they know it, but they really have helped me out a great deal over the past few months. You know, and I mean, all I do is train, so I don't really spend too much money. I still have the same clothes that I came over here 6 years ago, so I spend all my time down in the dungeons, man. I just train. I live a simple life, mate.
Yeah, no, that's how you have to do it. How often do you go back to the UK, or are you mainly just in the US?
I'm mainly in the US now, but I mean, things are going to be changing from this after this fight. So I kind of I've hit that age now where I kind of want to go to the next phase of my life, you know. So we'll see. That's definitely including fights, but now I have to think about the longevity of this where I'm going with it.
For sure, and that would be moving back to the UK. Is that what you're thinking?
UK, Europe, yeah. There's a lot of people out there that could help. Well, they need help with learning some stuff, you know. And I've learned quite a bit over here, so I got my title. I'm still nowhere near done. So it's I can start helping people prepare for their dreams, you know, and help them achieve theirs.
What about Canada? Have you ever been to Canada before?
I won't be allowed in Canada, mate.
Oh, no? Oh, okay, gotcha. Fair enough. We won't have to go into that. Last question for you here, most important question. What are you watching on, you watching any TV right now during training camp? Any Netflix, anything like that?
Yeah. What do I watch on? You know what? I've watched Vikings. I love the show Vikings, so I've been watching that, and then I got to the last episode, and I kind of watched it all over again. So I just like the violence of it.
I was going to say, that must kind of get you
King
pumped
Arthur
up for
as well.
fights.
King Arthur. Did you see the new King Arthur?
I haven't. I heard great things, though. You recommend it?
Definitely. Guy Ritchie is a genius with this one. It's a great movie. It's one of my favorites.
Okay, I'll have to go check that out. And we certainly got to check out this fight. It is Bellator 184 coming up here February 16th. Liam, really appreciate the time today. Just remind people where they can find you on social media. And if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, sir.
You can get me on Instagram, Liam McGeary 1. I'm on Facebook. I think I've got Twitter, but I don't really use that too much. My sponsors are Future Legend, always have my back. Gamma Labs, as I mentioned before. Azad Watches. I've got the Cryo Life, the Cryo X I've changed over to now. Damage Control. I washed my mouthpiece the other day. The mouthpiece I've had since day one, the first fight. So I texted them and they covered me for a new mouthpiece. So thanks to them, I should have a new one in my mouth for February 16th.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.